Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Aaron JT. Thank you all for being with me today. Right now we're gonna not play a game, but we're just gonna see this same website, howold.net. It's how old do I look. Now basically I've done a previous video on my friends and my families. I've also done on old celebrities. Right now we're gonna do on dead celebrities. So let's see our list of people who I choose, and let's see how old they are when they were young and before they died. So here we have is John Lennon. Now John Lennon is an amazing guy. He's one of the former Beatles, and he's basically dead. He got assassinated. He got shot 7 times by an assassin. And when he died at the age 40. So here he says he's 48. Completely not accurate. He died at the age of 40, so there's no way he could have been 48 that time, unless, you know, he must have he must have lied about his name or something. Here we have our Whitney Houston. You know, she used to be very famous. She sang the song "And I Will Always Love You." And I will always love you. That song is amazing. She died in 2012, so when she died at the age of 48. Here, this was her last picture actually taken on 2012 itself. So this could not be accurate. Here she's 36. She died at the age of 48. So completely not accurate. But let's try the same photo but different position. This was her in 2012. Her last picture before she died, 37. Seriously, the same picture, 138 and 137. Not right. Completely not right. Here we have, of course, the most beloved, the most loved, the most cherished. But before we go to that, let's go to her younger picture. This was her in the 80s. Maybe she's 38 that time. Yeah, she could have been 38. I agree with that. And of course we have the most beloved, the most cherished, and the most missed, and the most famous, Paul Walker. When Paul Walker died in 2013, that was like 2 years ago, and that was the time when I got so desperate because Paul Walker is my favorite actor, and they were going to release Fast and Furious 7 on that year itself in 2014. When he died in November, I got so sad. I got so depressed. I cried so much. It was one of the saddest things I've ever had to go through. And Paul Walker is so amazing. I just love him. He was one of the reasons that I fell in love with cars, and I fell in love with Fast and Furious. And I love this man, and I miss him so much. He died at the age of 40. So this photo was taken last year, so yeah, this is accurate. 39 years old. Really accurate. I love you, Paul Walker. For those of you who are Paul Walker fans, all my love and all our love goes out to him. We will keep on supporting the Fast and Furious family. Here, of course, we have an old artist. His name is Andy Warhol. This guy is amazing. If you have noticed the Campbell soup, the old-fashioned Campbell soup, any Campbell soup, he was the one who drew, I don't know, painted or photographed or something, and it became so famous. Recently in auction 2008, it sold for $1.3 million. Crazy, man. That's crazy. This was taken recently, a year before his death. He died at the age of 58. This could not be accurate. This one was taken his last picture, so he could have not been 39 that time. Let's try another one then. Let's try this one. This was his last picture too, but this one is with color, so you might not see him very clearly, but he's really old. He died at the age of 58. How can he be 71 that time? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Look at this. Sorry if we didn't quite get the age and gender right. We are still improving the features. You're not improving anything. Let's try, of course, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Hey, how you doing, huh? Oh, this man is completely great. I mean, I love Elvis Presley. Most of his songs are great, especially Hound Dog, if I'm not mistaken. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, barking all the time. That song is great. I like it. So, So Elvis died at the age of 42. This was when he was 28. This was the year. This is accurate. I like it. For first time they were accurate. Now let's go to, of course, the long lost and the long lost beloved Kurt Cobain. Now I don't really know. Sorry, sorry about this. I don't really know Kurt Cobain that much, but Kurt Cobain is very good. He's really amazing. He knows how to play a lot of amazing songs, especially the songs that are from the 90s. The 90s is what made Kurt Cobain very famous. And recently, not recently, he died in the 90s, so he died at the age of 27. Here it says it's 36, but it's not accurate, so there's no point of going into that. So let's just try another photo. Here we have, of course, the world famous guitarist Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, I've seen his videos. He can play anything with a guitar. With a bass, anything, man. This guy can play a guitar that no one can ever play in your life. He's my favorite guitarist. But sadly, he died at the age of 27. Very young, 27 years old. And this says it's 32, so yeah, not accurate. Really not accurate. Now we have the most beautiful woman in the world, in history, I think. Marilyn Monroe. Haha. Now there were some conspiracies in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken, that she actually made out with President John F. Kennedy. Now, for some of you who think that's true, up to you, whatever you want to believe. I think she did. Because it's kind of obvious that there were pictures proven, there were actually pictures taken with President Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe in a room together. So it was pretty obvious that President JFK was cheating on his wife. And she was completely such a useless woman. I mean, she killed herself after Kennedy, you know, released this to the public. And it's still analyzing, so I don't think it can remember her face. But never mind, we have another picture of Marilyn Monroe. No problem. This was, she died at the age of 36. And she looks 16 here. Rubbish. Rubbish. Let's go to our next favorite guy, Michael Jackson, the king of pop. If you guys do not like Michael Jackson, then you are not my friend. This man is so amazing, it's so fantastic, it's so genius. I don't know how can you guys not like this man. This man is great. It's great. His songs, his music, his dance move, his moonwalking especially, his films especially, can never die. Michael Jackson will never die. Throughout the entire generation, he will forever reign. He's an amazing man. Michael Jackson died in the 50s. If I'm not mistaken, he died at the age of 56. I didn't actually quite know how he died. But in this picture, he's actually 27 years old. So yeah, they were accurate. Not bad, they were accurate. If you guys have watched the video of his last announcement for his final curtain call, he says, in 2009, he says that it's his last performance. His performance is called This Is It. And ironically, he died. So, this is it. Pretty weird and sad. We have one of the most famous men and comedian of all time, Robin Williams. Robin Williams is great. He's a funny man. He's one of my favorite comedians. Anything that has a movie with Robin Williams in it will definitely win an award. Because this man, oh sorry, I dropped my paper, huh? Okay, this man is completely amazing. This man became famous throughout his television film from Mork and Mindy. If you guys have not watched Mork and Mindy, please go and watch it online. It's completely amazing. Without Mork and Mindy, Robin Williams would have never become famous. And I really think that he's still a great actor, but it's really sad. He died really old. Some people say he died very old, but I think he died a little bit younger. He died at the age of 63. This is 73. This picture says 73. This was his last picture taken before he died. So this was 10 years different. So this is not accurate. But when he died, people say he died of an old age. Some people say he died from, I don't know, disease or cancer or something. And when he died, they found out that he had Parkinson's, which was a terrible thing. My grandfather had Parkinson's, and my grandfather died in 2011. So it was a very tragic day for all of us. And last but not least, we have the greatest man of all time, Nelson Mandela. Now, even though Nelson Mandela is not a celebrity, but he's considered as a celebrity to all of us because Nelson Mandela is one of the greatest, most motivational person on this planet. Nelson Mandela lived a life that no one else has ever lived before. He was basically born in South Africa, and he was in charge of a civil rights movement for the South African people. In that time, the whites and the blacks were, sorry, not blacks, the white people and the African American people or African people were in war with each other. They were basically fighting to see which race or which color was the most powerful in the world. Excuse me. And Nelson Mandela got tired of this. He dreamt of a world with equality, and his dream today never died. He was caught, sent to court, and he was put to life in prison. Life in prison, can you imagine? Life in prison is like the worst you can imagine. This guy truly is the greatest. Then suddenly, some people say we should talk to him. We should get to know him better, and we should make a conclusion. But some of them said, the politicians said that we should just let him die of old age. Until the day, Nelson Mandela never died. Nelson Mandela was finally freed in the 1998, if I'm not mistaken. When he was released, it was the greatest. When he was released, he was like 70 or 80 something, if I'm not mistaken. It's amazing that this man was sentenced to life in prison, but lived until 95 years old. This man is really old. You can imagine how long this guy have lived. To live at the age of 95 is like an eternity, man. Amazing that this man lived at 95. Nelson Mandela actually died at 95. This was his last picture taken. Now, this is not 66 years old. They were not right. He died at the age of 95. 95 years old, a completely amazing age. Alright guys, I think that is it for our howold.net video. And thank you all so much for your support. Leave a like, share, favorite, subscribe, comment on this video. It helps me to improve myself. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this. The next video will be coming up very soon. Thank you all for your support, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.